Hello friends, welcome back to another video. I am going to be sharing with you what I'm cooking for dinner on this night. We're going to start off making this tortilla soup. I picked up this season packet from a local holiday market. So I'm excited to try it. I've never tried it before, so I'm going to be trying it here. And I'm going to be sharing with you what I am putting in it. So I'm going to start off with this canned chicken. I have two of these. They're just the canned chicken breasts here. I will link this below because this particular person does have a website. We're going to also use some diced tomatoes as well as water. Now it calls for 3 quarts of water. I have a 2-cup pitcher here, so I think it was like a total of 6 of those cups. I'm adding black beans to mine. It does not have this in the instructions, but I did want to add some beans. So I'm pretty much just going to dump everything in here, and then we're going to cook it in the crock pot. Alright guys, so I'm going to start off by dumping the chicken breast in the crock pot first. Now this is my first time using canned chicken. I think for me, I just prefer to just cook some chicken breast and use it. But they work just perfectly fine with this. I think I just prefer to cook my own chicken breast. So I'm just going to start by adding it and just kind of breaking it up a little bit here. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and add the water to this pot. Now it calls for 3 quarts of water. I felt like that was too much water, but I went ahead and followed the instructions as the packet said. However, if I decide to cook this again, I will not add so much water to it. I honestly don't think it needed 3 quarts. I guess it just really depends on how much you're making. So for our family of 4, it was just way too watery for me. Alright guys, so I'm just going to add in the rest of the seasoning here. It actually smells so good. It smells really good. So I'm just going to add the rest of the seasoning as well as the rest of the ingredients in here, and then we can go ahead and set the crock pot up to start cooking. But yeah, it's a lot of mixing, so I just gave it a good stir. I should have grabbed a bigger spoon, but it is okay. So I'm just stirring it so it won't be any lumps in it. But yeah, this stuff does smell really good.
comes up, I got a fever, and it's breaking. Oh, we found a way.
Alright guys, so let's just take a moment here to recognize the apron. This is the cutest little fall apron that I picked up from Target. I mean, I was just really was feeling myself. It's like, who she thinks she is? But actually, I like it. And also, Kaylee has a matching one. So if you're looking for mommy and me matching aprons, Target has them. So me and Kaylee has the same exact apron. It's super cute, and I just really was feeling myself and just really thinking I'm just like head chef, and I guess I am of my own kitchen.
Just right. It's better if you chill, don't even try. Aiming so high, found out what it means to touch the sky. Every road that we followed had to hold on just so we could let go. And the night goes on so we could know what the light feels like when it comes up. I got a fever, and it's breaking. Oh, we found a way, oh, true believer. Yeah, we're waking up. We found a way, oh,
Alright guys, so I'm just gonna go ahead and set the crock pot up so it can start cooking. I do have a towel down as well as some trivets. I don't know if it will harm the countertops, but I'd rather be safe than sorry because your crock pot does get hot. So I just went ahead and put that down. I'm going to set this one for I had it on high for 4 hours because that is the standard setting for this. But typically on the stove, it only says to cook it for 30 minutes. So honestly, it doesn't need to cook that long, and which I did not. I think I may have cooked it for like an hour and a half in the crock pot before I end up taking it out. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get this crock pot started. Alright guys, so I'm going to be giving the counter a quick wipe down before we get started on the dessert. If anyone knows me, know I absolutely love my desserts, so I'm excited to try this recipe here. I actually found this on Pinterest. So this is a pumpkin dump cake. This is my first time making it, but we're going to need a box of cake mix. I'm using yellow. We're also going to need a can of pumpkin, as well as 4 eggs, some evaporated milk, and then you're gonna also use some sugar as well. Guys, when you see this sugar, now you can substitute for whatever you like, but I'm actually using some white sugar here. And then you're gonna need your butter for your topping, as well as cinnamon and clove for your seasoning. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started on this lovely dump cake. Oh, and I'm adding pecans to mine because I like a little crunch.
Walking down the crowded street, moving to a different beat. All eyes are on us now. Oh, but we don't care, do we? Oh, I can't imagine a world where anyone loves anyone like I love you. They could say
Alright guys, so this recipe is so easy to make and it's so quick to do as well. You literally dumping everything into one bowl, hence why it's called a dump cake. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and whisk everything in, stir it up really good, and then we're gonna start putting the topping on.
Didn't know what we were looking for till we found it. They could say they've seen the highest mountain, bottom of the deepest sea, but no one's ever seen a love like this. They could dig a bowl of baby treasures where it's worth more than anything, but no one's ever seen.
Alright guys, so everything is mixed well. So now I'm going to add them to these pans here. I have 2 of these pans, so I just kind of split the batter. I did that so that I can share it because we're just not going to eat all this by ourselves. So I will keep a pan and give a pan away. So yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and put this in the pan, and then we're going to start putting on the topping, which is just that cake mix batter, and then your butter and your pecan as well.
Gazing at the blue of the night, stars are filling up the sky. You take my hand in yours, we'll make our own constellations. I could say how much you mean to me, but it won't mean a thing, 'cause words never sound quite right. Let's find our own kind of language. We have searched the whole world and all around it. Didn't know what we were looking for till we found it. They could say they've seen the highest mountain.
Alright guys, so I'm just sprinkling on that cake mix. I don't know, but this was just very satisfying for me to do. I don't know, I just like dusting the top of it. It just sat there pretty good. So yeah, I just had a little fun with this one. I don't know why this was so much fun for me, but I did enjoy doing this part of it.
No one's ever seen a love like this.
Alright guys, so now I'm just going to add those pecans in as well as the butter on top, and we're just going to kind of speed through this one here.
Walking down a crowded street, moving to our different beat. All eyes are on us now.
Alright guys, so this is what it looks like when it's done with the topping on there. So now I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the oven. I've had it preheated to 350, and so I'm just going to put it in here for about 45 minutes.
They could say they've seen the highest.
Oh my gosh, y'all, these look so good, and it absolutely had the house smelling so good in the kitchen. So yeah, so this is what it looks like when it came out the oven. They were definitely piping hot, but it just had the house smelling so good, and they look so delicious.
Ever seen
Alright guys, so I plated this all pretty just for you, and then I'm just gonna try it all with you guys and share with you what I thought of these fun fall recipes. So I'm gonna actually try the tortilla soup first, and I will say, now I'm laughing at this part because this is me all day long. My face do not give you a correct indication of what I thought of this food. My husband tell me all the time, Elise, you really look like you do not like something because of my face expressions. But guys, I'm gonna tell you, they were both delicious. That they was. Now the tortilla soup, I would definitely change it. Now that I know how to make it, I went according to the package, but I'm definitely going to be sprucing that up to my liking, starting with not using so much of the water. But yeah, so I actually the next day changed this soup up, made it thicker as well, so I added a little cornstarch to kind of thicken it as well, and add my own seasonings as well. So I did kind of tweak it a little bit. But guys, this pumpkin dump cake was the bomb. I would definitely be making this again. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I was raised on sweet potato, not pumpkin, but I have to say this was quite delicious. So it was good, guys. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and until I see you guys in the next one, have a blessed week. Bye.
Till we found it. They could say they've seen the highest mountain,